Take advantage of the Boxing King Media discount at BYD Sheffield. You can get this amazing car for £269 per month with a £269 deposit. Details in the description.
Boxing King Media powered by BYD with the new IBO Super Lightweight Champion with his belt and a pack of Pringles.
I literally caned the whole Pringles right now, but yeah.
You know what? I don't think you'd eat Pringles if you knew how they were made. Have you seen the videos on how they're made?
What, Pringles?
Yeah.
Is it nice? No. Disgusted?
Yeah. On the video I saw, I don't even think it's real potatoes. I think they just use powder.
Oh, okay, I'll stop eating it. But it tastes quite delicious though, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked. So, Adam, it's been a few hours. You've had the time to digest that belt. You've got the IBO World Title belt in your lap. What does that belt mean to you before we even talk about the fight or anything else?
The belt means a lot to me. It's a IBO World Title. It's one of the belts out there that I needed to grab before elevating myself to the world-class level. I proved that today. And I feel like this has put me out there into the super lightweight division. And for me to stop Sergey Lipinets like that, it's a statement. But although I hope he's all well, and I wish him the best of luck in his career.
You know, I managed to convince him to do me an interview after the fight because I don't think he's done any. But he spoke to me, and I asked him, basically how good you are, and he's basically said to me that he knew you was good, but he was shocked how good you was when he actually got in the ring. Well, how does that make you feel? Bearing in mind he's fought people like Mikey Garcia, pound for pound level fighters, and obviously Jaron Ennis.
Yeah, it's honestly from a former world champion saying all those words, and obviously he tried to use his experience over me. The way he, even after the fight, he's very respectful, and he's such a lovely man as well. He gave me some great advice as well, saying like, keep going, you're gonna get to the top, you're gonna grab all the belts. And obviously the way I conducted myself in the ring and the way I was mature in the ring, it was amazing. And I feel like, Sergey Lipinets, he really wanted to win. Like he come and put on a great fight, and yeah.
Let's talk about the low blows. Sergey didn't make any point about him. He kind of just accepted that he felt that you didn't do it deliberately. Yeah. He feels it just happened because of the way the fight was going, and he was a shorter guy, and you went down. So can you confirm for the people out there, because there's gonna be a lot of people out there saying you were hitting him low on purpose?
Honestly, like, it was a accident. Like, obviously he is like, I've never fought in a fighter that small before. He's quite stocky, and the shots I was trying to hit his belt line, and it was hard for me to hit him at the right point because he kept ducking down. Although I apologize for anyone that think I hit him deliberately, but I didn't. But also he got me back as well. So, but look, I wasn't complaining. He wasn't complaining. The main thing that we both put on a great fight, and got the IBO World Title.
As a young man, you're still 22. You've seen a 36-year-old man. You saw his facial injuries at the end of the fight. He's got stitches on his tongue. You bust his tongue from the uppercuts. You broke his nose. His face is like, it's a bruised mess. As a 22-year-old man, how does that feel to know that you've just gone and done that to another person?
It's upsetting. I don't really like seeing other people hurt, but at the end of the day, boxing is such a dangerous sport. And when you go into boxing, you can't play boxing. You have to put everything into it. Sergey Lipinets has fought on Mikey Garcia, Boots. He's been through the trenches. He's been through hard fights, tough fights. He's knocked out a good few people as well. And he's won the IBF World title. So for him to come out that fight and also bruised up and everything, he's used to it. He's used to obviously the punches he takes to his head. But, Kazakhstanis and Russian heritage, they're very strong, and he's a brave warrior.
Explain them uppercuts to me, because at one point you was throwing that many uppercuts. The reason I'm going to ask about them is because I spoke to Sean Porter, and he's told me that he was very impressed with your performance, but he felt like there was not a second phase. He felt like he was constantly doing that first phase, but like you maybe should have thrown a left hook rather than a right uppercut. But at the same time, I mentioned that to O'Hara Davis, and O'Hara Davis said Sean Porter's chatting shit because you basically did that because you could do that. You've got the ability to throw 10 uppercuts and not have to worry about what's coming back, and that's why you did that. So you tell me why you did it.
To be honest, like I kept throwing the left hook, and he kept catching the left hook really well. So obviously, I went back in the corner, and Shane McGuigan, my trainer, he said you need to lift the shot up, and I kept catching him with the uppercut. Although last night I did watch the Boot Ennis fight, and then I watched the Mikey Garcia fight. Mikey Garcia threw some lovely left hook 1-2s, but Boot Ennis, the way he got Sergey Lipinets out was with the uppercuts. So that's why throughout the whole fight, later down the stretch, I wasn't catching him with the uppercuts because because when he throws that lazy jab, then you can come with the uppercut. And then my main tactic was, move my feet, dissect him down, then fight him inside in the later rounds. And Shane goes, fight him inside. Well, he goes, what? You don't need to step back. You can push him back. He goes, every punch you're hitting him, you're hurting him. He goes, you're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. And I did get him.
And then finally, the celebrations, you shouting, God is great. I've never seen you like that emotional and that excited before. Obviously, a big moment for you in your career. Kind of relive that moment.
Yeah, do you know what? I had a lot to prove today. Going against a former world champion, honestly, is an emotional moment because I kind of look at myself and said, am I ready for a world title or a world-class fighter yet or not? And I proved that I am. And I think the other day that I think Amir Khan said that, Teofimo knows about me. And he said that he watched the fight against O'Hara Davis and he said, you're a very, very good fighter. Very, very good fighter.
I was there when that conversation happened,
really?
and he did say that.
He did say that, yeah. So obviously that gave me a bit of buzz. Obviously I know he's in my division, but it gave me a buzz because obviously Teofimo's watching me. And then all the other people that in the super lightweight division, they're going to be watching me. And 13 fights, 13 wins, 10 knockouts, doing something good, so yeah.
And then the obvious name, obviously, everyone's talking about next fight. You said so you sent a message to Dalton Smith earlier. We've seen a lot of back and forth over recent weeks, especially with Eddie Hearn. And, he stuck the boot in and said, your opponent's 50 years old. But, what I want to say is, because I know you and Dalton off camera, I know you'd be both like nice lads and we're basically building this fight. But, rather than you guys constantly, his team saying your opponents are too old and you guys saying his opponent was shit, whatever, why don't you guys just kind of let the fight marinate on both sides and then basically when the time comes you both get paid stupid amounts of money and then settle it in the ring?
Of course, like, with me, like, I've got nothing bad to say about Dalton, nothing like that. Like, we're building up the fight. Like, I want him to keep winning. And although he wants me to keep winning as well, the fight's getting bigger, it's marinating. Like, a lot of people say, oh, he ain't gonna beat Dalton Smith, but now a lot of people are turning now saying I can beat Dalton Smith. I know I can beat him Monday to Friday, twice on a Saturday and Sunday, so I can beat him any time. But look, the fight's marinating. I want him to keep winning. I keep winning, making the fight bigger. And when you look at the other fights, like you want another Froch and Groves, you want another Amir Khan versus Kell Brook, you want an Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, that if that ever happens, but you want another big domestic showdown. And I feel like, me and Dalton, we're going towards that way to make it into a stadium fight. But I think he needs to come out on the camera more and, try to give it to me a bit because I think he's a bit scared.
Yeah, I don't think he's scared, but I think he's...
he's trying to be respectful. I know he's trying to do, yeah. I know.
That's literally it.
Of course.
Knowing both of you, I think I'm pretty sure if you both ever came face to face, it'd probably be all handshakes and respect.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna, I'll kill him. I'm joking now. I'm joking. Yeah. I'll give him obviously a handshake. I respect him. Like, we've been in the same camp with Luke Campbell, so we were respectful there. Like, I was an 18-year-old boy, having I was professional, but I never had my debut yet. So, but we were all nice there, and he was very respectful. And then obviously, boxing changes a person because when we both are getting bigger and we're both trying to become stars, then the fight's going to get bigger itself, innit?
And hopefully I can get that moment on camera when you can finally get you both together. But yeah, Adam, well done, congratulations. Any final words to your fans people that tuned in on TV tonight?
Thanks, everyone for coming down. Honestly, great moment for me and my family. Alhamdulillah for everything. Allah's the best. And honestly, like, I wanted to put on a great performance for the fans, for the people. And then, alhamdulillah, I did that. And there's going to be many more fights in the horizon. And inshallah, there's many more titles to collect.
There was actually one thing I forgot to ask you, because I never got to interview you before the fight. Eddie Hearn called you car crash. Message to Eddie Hearn for calling you car crash TV.
When did he call me car crash?
A few days ago. I think it was after Dalton's win. I think there was some tweets gone out from an account, Adam Super Kid, and then I think it was a response to them.
I've been off social media. Like, I've been on my Nokia phone. Like, I don't really care what he says. My time will be with Dalton. He's a promoter. He has to promote his fighters, isn't it? By the way, I've got the best promoter at Ben Shalom, so don't worry about that.
Adam Azim, thank you, mate. Go and enjoy your burgers and stay away from the Pringles.
About motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.